Kia ora everyone, it's wonderful to see you, and can I just start today by thanking you all for what you've been doing, which is staying home, doing your online learning where you need to, washing your hands and keeping safe, wearing a mask when you're outside, all of those things. It's really made a difference to where we are at now, and particularly encouraging all of your family to be vaccinated. I visited your school not so long ago, where we got to open the Northcote Cycleway, so I hope you've had a chance to go and use that already, and next time we catch up face to face, I'd really be keen to ride my bike from Birkenhead over to where your school is on Northcote Road. Hey, I'm really excited to be a part of your careers work, looking into, I guess, some of the professions that you might like to be in. And once upon a time at your age, I wanted to be an actor. I enjoyed performing arts, but my career pathway took a different route. Today I'm going to answer some questions for you about some of the things that are important to me, how I became to be your Member of Parliament, and some of the things that moved forward. So, question number one, what is my job and what does it entail? So I'm our local Member of Parliament for Northcote. That means that I represent our local areas on issues and some of the things that are going on, and ensure that our voice, your voice, our community voice, is fed forward to some of the decisions that are being made as a part of government. And you'll know that government is the place down in Wellington that we call Parliament in the Beehive, where decisions and laws are made to improve our country. You'll also be familiar with somebody who is my boss. Her name is Jacinda Ardern, and she is our Prime Minister, and I just share her big hello to all of you at Takapuna Intermediate today too. Second question, the steps that I took to become an MP. So sometimes it takes a lot of work to achieve your goals, right? And I really encourage you to keep up the hard work, and sometimes that you don't always get there. So in my lifetime, to become a Member of Parliament, I went into one election, I lost. I went into a second election, I lost again, but I was really lucky enough to become our Member of Parliament in the last election, 2020. So hard work and endurance is really important to you achieving your goals. Being a Member of Parliament was a role that I knew I wanted to be in probably from my late teens, early 20s. I had the chance to take up leadership roles both at intermediate and at high school, and was really honoured by my teachers and my fellow peers and students who supported me to be head boy in my school. Third question is, what are the essential skills to being a Member of Parliament? Well, the number one is you've got to be great with people, right? Because it's the people that choose you to be in your role. And I believe that means we have to be a really good listener, to ensure that we hear the feedback that is coming from our community, that when we're making decisions in government, that we're thinking about the examples. And so when I think about your school, I think about the things that we could improve, and I'd love your feedback around improvements that government can make and how we can support you to do that. Another essential skill is about good communication. So part of being a Member of Parliament is telling people what's going on and keeping them informed. So listening, communicating with people is really, really important. And you spend a lot of times in meetings talking about different issues, talking about events and activities and campaigns that are going on. So communication is also another important skill. But the other one, and somewhat the most important, is about relationships and working with others. And I've got a couple of words for you, and you'll be familiar with manaakitanga. I think you would have heard that one, and that's about caring for others. But the other one is mahitahi, and you'll be able to break that down. Mahi is work, and tahi, as you know, is number one. So working as one is mahitahi, and that's such an important one for me, is that you're always part of the team. You're working with others because you can't achieve outcomes and betterment for your community on your own. So remember that, mahi tahi, keep working with others. The fourth one and last question for today is how your job has evolved over time. So I spent the first 6 months of my job, and I've just been in my job for 12 months. The first 6 months is just like when you came to intermediate from primary school. Coming into a new school, meeting new teachers, meeting some new friends, all of that is very, very similar to when I went into Parliament this time last year. But my job continues to evolve because I'm still learning lots in the work that I do. But the inquiry that I go into and really digging deep to understand how I can make things better. And whether that be in schools, whether that be in our community, whether that be in transport is one that I'm particularly interested in. And that's why I mentioned the Northcote Safe Cycling Route. It's such an important part of the local setup in our backyard so that we can walk and cycle wherever we want to. But my job will continue to evolve, and you have different responsibilities, different things that you're responsible for. And as you continue on your role as a Member of Parliament, the Prime Minister gives you different responsibilities, I guess just like your principal does, in the same way. So I look forward to those opportunities, and I'm really, really up for more and more leadership opportunities, and I hope you are too. I really encourage you to do as much as you can. It's such a great experience, and by being a leader in our relevant communities, we get to serve others. And that's one of the things I love about being a Member of Parliament. So I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into me, into my role as a Member of Parliament, and hopefully you might become a Member of Parliament at some time in the not so distant future for you. So thanks again, good luck, and as I said, thank you for what you are doing to keep yourself and your family safe and our community safe over this difficult COVID-19 period. Kia kaha everyone, keep the learning up and keep looking at all those wonderful careers that are available to us. Nō reira, tēnā koutou.